This episode of Shooting the Shit with Speed Kings is brought to you by Thundermax, the absolute gold standard in performance. If you want your bike ripping like a pit bull who got into your grandpa's Viagra, you've found the place. Check out all their ECMs at store.thunder-max.com and use code SK10 at checkout.
I hate anything that's filming me. I hate anything where I'm talking. I don't like any of it.
It's good for business though, right?
Yeah.
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 You
And I know, that's a part of the whole gimmick these days, especially with Instagram.
Yeah.
You have to be on there talking. Like, you can't just...
What's your Instagram? I'm gonna go stalk him right now. Go ahead.
SoCal Dynaplug.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, like he's heard of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has, dude.
Yeah.
He's like,
you got the bikes.
Yeah. I always bring, it's funny because Lorenzo does almost every podcast with me up until the day after Born Free, where, he's got this job, you know what I mean?
Dumb.
And he couldn't show up on a Monday morning at fucking 9 a.m., like fucking loser. Yeah. But no, he does every podcast with me, but he doesn't know like all the people that I know. So I'll just be like, oh yeah, this guy's coming on. He'll be like, okay. This episode of Shoot the Shit podcast is brought to you by Law Tigers. If you or someone you know has been in a motorcycle accident, make sure you call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS and get the help you need today. If you're on Instagram, make sure you check out lawtigers.ie and follow Chris for all things going on in the community, fun rides, events, and everything else in between. We'll be with him soon doing some rides and having some fun, so make sure you come check us out. 1-800-LAW-TIGERS. Then people show up and he's like, so, and he just kind of like, he knows who everybody is essentially, but maybe not know who they are.
Yeah.
Visually or in person. And then it'll all start coming together and he's like, oh, I know who this guy is.
Yeah, no, I've seen him. I've seen stuff around. You're on the gram for sure. The bike community is big, but it's small at the same time.
Yep. It's very tight.
Yeah.
Very tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, especially like, it's a weird, what is the word? I guess mixture of people right now too. It's like the Instagram coming into bike people. It's the people that have been doing bikes for a long time. Like are we considered like old heads now?
I don't know. It's so weird now. I hate it because I feel very, I don't know. I feel very misplaced.
Some days too.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't feel like I'm like I said before, if you could just leave me in my shop and just let me do what I want to do.
Yep.
And then when I finish a bike, like the bike is gone and there's money.
Yep.
Like, so I can just do
great.
it.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I don't like
those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it's like, you got to film this and you got to be on the camera and you got to talk and you got to try to build, this following.
Almost like these fake, it's like, I don't mean it disrespectfully either, but like almost like fake friendships, right?
To a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so much the other way too. Like, Dane Berman, he skates for Zero.
Okay.
I met him on Instagram.
Yep.
And one of my best friends now.
Oh, that's great.
Tyler.
Well, that's kind of, Lorenzo too. That's
yeah.
early days. Like, I think he was showing me this picture he was jerking off to the other day, and it was like the first day we met.
Yeah.
And he was like fucking beating off to it. I'm like, dude, that's weird, dude.
Yeah.
But
Aggressively.
he was real happy about it, but it was like 2016,
Yeah.
Here's the first ride we ever went on. And it all like stemmed from, we're doing a group ride or some weird Oceanside thing, and we showed up and, it was, we didn't even have a shop then, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it was just, we were trying to do something.
Yeah. And it's, you definitely find your people.
Yep,
I
exactly.
think that's, and like I've got, same thing, like Tyler, Big Bird Choppers, Steve at Till Death, like those guys, I know I can call them and be like, hey, like I'm broke down the side of the road or, hey, I need this. Do you have one? And it's like, it's on my doorstep 2 days later.
It's a gift and a curse where you're able to, without reaching out, but able to reach out and kind of get in contact with somebody. And it can just start with just a double tap on a picture and you just be like, bro, like, I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing, and then you become cool. But at the same time, you'll get fucking people who will come up and like, they're just there just to talk shit and just be like,
that's the downfall of it.
Yeah,
100%,
that's
I get it. I don't feel like Instagram is what it used to be. Like today, if you want to do what you're doing, you have to be on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
You have to be. Like it's the place to make money now.
Yep.
And I feel like that brought in a new crowd of people, like a gold rush, if you will.
Yep.
Obviously not that much money to be made on Harleys, but
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like people are there for a different reason.
It's an influencer era out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real weird.
You know, yeah. Like
I miss the days when Instagram was just pictures of your food.
Yeah, you know, and what it's done to me though, as a individual or like a person, I've pulled back from it more because it's like so convoluted and like, you know, it just became weird. Like I don't put my private life on there at all.
Same,
you know,
same. I don't.
And I think I'm sure I've said this before, but the downfall of it, and which I hate, is because like back when my kids were smaller. And I used to post pictures of them and stuff. Now, like when I go to Facebook, it'd be like, oh, a memory, you know, and it's like my kids 10 years ago, you know, I'm like, oh, that was cool. You know, I'm not going to have any of that now. You know what I mean? Because I don't post those pictures anymore. But it's made Zach, Zach, the guy who does a bunch of the filming and stuff for me. He said something to me the other day and he was like, keep an eye out. He thinks everything is going to go backwards. He says, I've seen people, and he has his own, but I've seen people with iPods again because they don't want all this like nonsense anymore from maybe it's, you know, Spotify or Pandora or whatever. They just want to listen to the fucking music they want to listen to now. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to sit there and like to put on these stations that, you know, this algorithm that picks all your music for you again. You know what I mean? And he's like, and I did notice this at Born Free this year. He's all, did you see all the cameras people were carrying?
Yeah.
They weren't like nice, badass digital cameras and shit anymore. They're going backwards. Yeah. They're nice cameras, but they're old school like film style cameras that they have to like, you know, go to a kiosk or whatever. I don't know, you know, like I don't even know how to develop film at these days, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And so it's like, look though, around people are almost going reverting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's, you know, and I guess at the same time, that's what I've done because I used to post all this stuff. Oh, look what I'm eating. Oh, look what I'm also eating now. Look at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know, here's where I'm at. I'm over here. And now I'm like, no, I don't want anybody to know where I'm at. I don't want anybody to know what I'm doing. I don't want none of that. You know, I do. And the downfall again, though, it's reduced how many pictures I take of memory of things that I want to remember.
Yeah. The important stuff, the stuff that really matters.
Yeah.
That's fine. I took my daughter out to eat yesterday. We
all saw.
Yeah. Well, we went to this place called Baked Bear. I don't know if you heard of it. It's like ice cream sandwiches, but like you can customize the cookies they use, the ice cream, all that shit, bro. It's delicious.
Oh, that's something I should have heard of.
Bro, yeah. For sure. You look like you have.
Yeah. I want to hear of it though.
So
tell me more.
Yeah.
So we all sat down and I'm getting ready to just jump into this cookie, right? And then my daughter, wait. And I was like, what? She goes, I gotta take a picture of it. And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, take a picture of yours.
Yeah, bro. So she took a picture of it and I was like, okay. But I get the other end of it too, because I've been thinking about wanting to do certain stuff because I have LJ now. Like I have kids, but my youngest son is 4. I had a kid on like the other end of life, I think, where like you're at, you know, you go
the more responsible end of life.
Yeah, so
some will say
I had him at the top of your lifespan, I think. Now I'm on the back end, I think.
You've been on the back end.
Yeah, I'm 43, I think.
Yeah,
I'm in my 40s. Yeah. So I'm just like I want to make videos and stuff like that for him to see. So like when he gets older, you know, he can go back and look and be like, oh look, he did this. You know, I kind of want to document the adventures because when I was a kid, I don't have videos to go look back when I was a kid.
That's because nobody has a VHS player anymore, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, when my dad used to we used to have one, you know, and everything was on VHS,
bro,
you know.
My mom dropped me off a box of pictures. I have pictures in black and white of me, bro.
You know, there's a cool services online that you could like send all those pictures to, and they'll digitize them all and put them on a thumb drive.
Oh, see, that would be fucking.
Same
cool,
with VHS tapes, all that stuff. Like, so if you did have like, I have a bunch. Like, I used to, you know, film skateboarding in high school and all this stuff. So I have a shoebox full of what is it? The CVHS or whatever, and the High 8. You know, so we have the smaller tapes. You know, I have a shoebox full of high school just just chaos that we used to do. It was like Jackass shit before Jackass existed, you know, like it was like right in the CKY days, you know.
My dad had a slideshow. He had the slide pictures or whatever. We had to buy like a special like little thing where you could put them in there and it just rotates them or whatever.
I have
like,
one of those actually.
Those are fucking cool, dude. Like I remember we were helping my friend move and his parents had like his parents had a box. We were helping his parents move. and he had a box of stuff or whatever. And then it was like old like videos and like on the old wheels, you know, like the projectors.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. But one of them had triple X's on the box, and I was like,
oh yeah,
Let's watch that one.
bro, is your mom's titties in here? Like, what's up, dude?
flashy titties, dude.
But no, I would like to leave some stuff for him to like this stuff. I love doing this stuff because my son can look back and be like, bro, my dad used to talk to all these fucking cool people.
My dad was a dick.
Yeah, and he's a fucking square in the house, but when he left the house, he was cool. You know, he did cool shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's,
right, dude.
That's cool. That's what I like about Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily like the food stuff like that.
The
but
documentation.
Like, yeah,
process.
I could look back and see, like, dude, this was fucking fun.
Because it's never been easier.
Yeah,
I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, do you think back then when you had to have a huge video camera and then
Yep.
you had to film it all and you had to take it somewhere and do all this stuff, and
Yep.
now it's all on this little box.
Like
Yeah.
right when you were walking in, I was looking at Facebook and it brought up an old memory when we shot up to Vegas.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was documented. It says we left at 5 a.m. We got back at 5 p.m.
Yeah, yeah.
We went out there, just did a turn and burn, party
Yep.
for a minute, and then came right back.
That was fun.
Like, that was fucking good time, right? Like,
Oh yeah, that was a good time. Back when we used to ride motorcycles.
that's cool. But like
What's that?
but like I see like I feel like a lot of some people's business success almost depends on what your social.
Well, that's
media
what
looks
I
like.
saw it as early on. You know, when I started Speed Kings, I mean, I started Speed Kings like 2013. You know, just as an idea of I was building an old chopper and was like, you know, I've been manufacturing my whole life, and it was like, I'm not going to make one, I'm going to make 100. You know, or 10 or 50, whatever it is, because I'm going to like if I need it, somebody else
There's
needs
somebody
it.
out there that
Yeah,
wants to
yeah.
do this.
So you know, it was just an idea, and it, you know, and I was one of those people who were like, I had a MySpace. Facebook came around. I'm not fucking switching. Fuck that. I got my fucking walls all dialed
I've already
in. You
coded
know,
all
yeah.
this.
I got the cool song on it already. Like I'm not switching to Facebook. And then I remember, I think it was like some people I knew or whatever started playing like Farmville or some fucking dumb game on Facebook, and I was like, what was that about? You know, I'm all right. Man, I'm gonna fucking switch over to Facebook.
so you can harvest some.
Yeah, I'm
corn
gonna harvest some fucking crops over here. You know,
And then when you're gone for a weekend, you have to have somebody harvest.
yeah, dude. It's like you fucking. What were those little like fake fucking digital animals like on a keychain?
Oh,
Digimons. Yeah, I did like that.
bro. Fuck.
90s all day.
Yeah.
No, but
And it was like that. Though.
yeah.
And so I finally switched, you know, and then it was like Instagram came around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it took me forever to switch to Facebook. I'm not switching to this other fucking thing now. And I remember I was just sitting in my car, I think waiting for like a doctor's appointment one day, you know, and fucking, all right, fuck it. I made an Instagram, you know what I mean? And then I started, at that time, I wasn't even doing motorcycles at that moment, you know, it was like maybe a couple months later I started doing motorcycles, but I was tattooing and you know, doing stuff. So it was like, oh, this is kind of like an online portfolio, you know, so you could post your pictures of the tattoos that you do and at the shop and things like that. And then when I started doing Speed Kings at that like at that same rough estimate of time, I was like, so when I started selling products and shit, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is a online, like worldwide marketing platform. And I honestly, I think it was way better in the early days than it is today. Reach wise, all that stuff. And maybe it was just less people.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just easier to find the niche that you were in. Because, I mean, like, let's be honest. If you go on your page today and you don't fucking click the Instagram logo and click following, 90% of the shit you see on your feed are people you don't even follow.
I know it's a thing.
Yep.
I know you can turn that off.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can actually click it, and it actually goes back to chronological order like it originally was.
Oh fuck yeah. See, I've been on Instagram like I mean just recently, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this guy doing on my Instagram?
Yeah.
Thing? Whenever it says like follow, and I was like, I don't follow him. What the fuck is he doing here? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
So it's
never.
this algorithm that just moves a bunch of shit in your face. That's why, like, I've never in my life purchased followers, right? Never, ever. I think that's dumb. I'm not going to do it. If you've done it, whatever. I don't care. I have 88,000 followers. My pictures get 2,000 views.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing
know?
now is figuring out the Instagram algorithm to where like, oh, your face has got to be in the video and it's got to be this and it's got to be this or it doesn't get out. And I'm like, I don't even want to do it at all.
Yeah,
And I'm
why
like,
do we
so
got to
figure
worry
that
about
out.
why should we have to really worry about like that? Man, this is motorcycles. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah.
Like if you want to see motorcycles and you follow me, you should see the fucking motorcycles.
Exactly.
You know, like that, and that's the shitty part about Instagram. And he's kind of got me going on a TikTok more Like one of my old media guys made us a TikTok, and I never went on it. Honestly, I still barely know how to work it. Like I figured out a little bit more, but the buttons are just a little different. It's not fucking hard. I don't want to be on Instagram scrolling and then on TikTok scrolling. Like, you know what I mean? Like I already doom scroll too much on Instagram. I don't want to have another one to doom scroll on. And then when I really want to go into doom land, I go to fucking Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I can fill my time, you know, like,
yeah, I'm good.
And so but I've been posting videos you've seen more on TikTok that I'm getting, I feel not as many views. Cause I only have like 12,000 on TikTok, but I just feel the engagement's actually a little better on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're getting maybe, you know, with only 12,000 followers there, but our videos are still getting 2,000 views, 88,000 followers here. And our videos are only getting 2,000 views. Like,
yeah. And it's weird because I do every once in a while look at, you know, all the insights and all that stuff. And I'm like, I see one and it's like 6,000 views. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like that was just, that was nothing. And then you have this one that you're like super proud of and it's, does nothing. I don't understand.
Yeah, you fucking Martin Scorsese helped you make it, and fucking it dives. You're like, what?
Yeah,
I don't. It's really. I mean, the problem is they've made it so difficult that you almost have to hire a guy to fucking a full-time guy to like be learning the algorithm nonstop for your, you know, businesses, you know, to even be able to get the right amount of views, you know. And it's it's made it difficult, man, and it shouldn't be that hard.
No, because I see a lot like a lot of the Born Free guys, a lot of the guys doing the FXR tour and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you look at what they're doing, and like I don't build like I can put a bike together,
Assembler, yeah.
I don't like I'm not manufacturing. Like I know how to use a lathe and you know stuff like that lightly.
Yeah.
But like these guys are building things. And you go look at their page, and it's like, how does this guy have 3,000 followers?
Yeah.
Like what he is doing is
Phenomenal.
incredible. Yeah. And it's like, how does that not interpret to?
And his views, he's getting 100 views.
Yeah.
You know, that's and you know, and it maybe a little bit could be gatekeeping. I mean, we're all kind of good of it. We're all kind of guilty of it in little aspects. I try to be the best I can at sharing and stuff like that, but sharing people's posts. But again. I mean, if I put, you know, like my story, I get 600 fucking views on a story.
Yeah.
Why do I have 88,000? How about I just go down to 2,500 followers that people are actually looking at my shit then?
Yeah.
That number to me don't mean shit. You know, like other people are like, ooh, you got all these
That's why I never
it doesn't make any sense.
The buying thing. Cause I'm like, well, if you go buy all these followers, they're still not going to like, I'd rather have, like I want people that actually want to buy or see my stuff. Like it doesn't make any sense.
And I think in the early on days of buying followers, though, it was like these kids that were trying to get sponsored.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it showed a higher number there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. They would do that. One of the tricks that they would do too is they would hit a hashtag and then pull up a picture that had a shit ton of likes, stuff like that. They'll go down, follow. And then the next day they'll go back and as soon as they get to follow, they'll go unfollow. Yeah. So the numbers get stacked. So it's looking one way, like, hey, I'm the popular guy. Look I got all these people, and then people like that. That was one of the key engagements when they were doing that shit. Like, look, I got this many followers. I can bring attention to your product and stuff like that. Like,
so I don't do that whole follow back thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like in between my different Instagram accounts, I also don't want to follow the same people, right? So it's weird because I don't want to go like on my Speed Kings account. Like, you know, I follow you, you know, I've definitely followed, you know, like follow a bunch of people, and I go and I look and I see, and well, I don't want to go like on my, you know, Steve at Speed Kings account and see the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not to be a dick or anything. It's like, I don't care. Like to me, like that follow for follow thing, I never did that. Didn't make sense. I would, if somebody follows me, I don't even go look at every person that follows me for one, but sometimes I go look at a couple people, I'm like, oh, you know, cool. This guy does cool shit. Maybe I'll follow. Or if I have like an engagement with that person, like a good example was I was filming 2 weeks ago in the Carbon Canyon.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was, I was with Mr. Monchis. We were doing his rider profile, and I was on the Road King and he was on his bike, and I had the GoPro and I was riding next to him getting some roller shots, you know, and didn't realize I look at my mirror and there's like 3 bikes behind us, fuck a roll of cars and shit, because we were kind of going a little slow.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, you know, I threw the GoPro in my bag and kind of tried to go fast, and these dudes just kind of ripped past us. And I was like, yeah, I would have done the same thing. You know what I mean? 100%. Like, and then later that day, I think I put like a little teaser out or whatever. And one of the dudes was like, oh, we passed you in the canyon. And, you know, we started kind of just chatting in the in the thread of the picture, you know, and I kind of apologized because like we were going slow, you know what I mean? Like, and I would have fucking passed you guys too, you know, like, you know, cause, and he's like, oh, no big deal. You know, you guys were doing your thing and whatever. And so, you know, I was like, oh, we had like this, I'm going to go follow this guy. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of the way I do it. And even since then we've had a chat here in the DMs or whatever, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't feel like I want the follows to like almost mean something more, I guess, than, you know, I mean, I follow brands and stuff too that I want to see. Of course, that's a little different, but like the individual people, I want to follow people that I actually want to maybe talk to. You know, it's I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird. I'm kind of over it.
I just want friends.
Yeah. Because everybody on there is not your friend.
No.
Some people just want to fucking see what you, like, you know, almost get dirt on you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it is it's a weird space no matter what. The internet is the internet and does the internet shit.
I feel like you need a good outreach though, because you sell like you do
it's a double-edged sword. You have
the raffles and stuff like that. So like whenever I see stuff like that, like after doing the stuff with Jake, I've seen Jake around on Marketplace and stuff like that. So anytime I see him sharing something like that, like I'm the same way. Let me share this post because I probably got a gang of friends that don't follow Jake. Let me send this out. And because I don't have a high like count of, I don't have like the Speed Kings fucking amount of followers, whatever, but I got a good grip and I get a lot of interaction. I can see how many see the videos that I share and stuff like that. So I'll send that out and then I get a ton of views and stuff like that. And then it can bring more people over to his page. So like now after today, like anytime I see you share something like that, I'm gonna share out the raffles, the sales and stuff like that, like anything to help the homie out.
Yeah.
Just to get it out there, and it's gonna bring traction. So it's not just because I was thinking about it just a couple minutes ago. I was like, some of the people that I see selling bikes and stuff like that, you know, or doing the raffles and stuff like that, I was like, if I see it, I'm not gonna buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he keeps sending it to me, and I'm just like, oh shit, like I'm not interested in this or whatever. Like I can't get a new bike. I can't get another bike.
Yeah.
I have no business getting another bike. And I was just like,
his wife won't allow him to.
No, that's people are always trying to get me to buy in raffles, and I'm like, I
don't do it either.
I'm gonna have to put it in my living room.
Yeah.
I have no more room.
Yeah. I've never. Okay, I say I've never won anything in my entire life, and that's wrong. I've won one thing in my entire life. It was Hazard County 2. If you've ever heard of the Hazard County events, they were in the Santa Barbara Mountains. It was like this bar at a Redondo Beach. Mikey, he used to put on this run. It was called the Hazard County Run, and he would do it in the mountains of Santa Barbara. And it was the fucking funnest event. But they would do like a big raffle that day too, and I donated some products that we made to the raffle, and I won those back. And it was just like, that's the only thing I've ever won in my, you know what I mean? So the only thing I've ever done on Instagram, I think I joined in on like one of the Tim syndicates, like old car.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a 54 Chevy, like convertible. I'm like, I gotta try.
Yeah.
You know, but, and I'll just do like one ticket, you know?
Yeah.
I just never, doesn't work for me, you know?
Same.
I mean, then you do a lot of the raffle stuff. I mean, that between the wheels, and you've kind of got this like niche, right? I mean, I'm not going to ask like how your plug or anything, but how did you get into like, you always seem to have these wheels?
Well, I was building a Dyna probably 3 years ago, and that was still at the time where everything was powder coated black.
Yep.
And it was really pretty red lowrider, really nice chrome already on the motor. And I was like, I want to do chrome. And at that, I mean, getting chrome done anymore is the EPA shutting everything down. Like, it's impossible. So I wanted to get it done. It took me a few months. Like, I wasted 3 sets of wheels that I had done and just were trash. And I mean, ended up selling them on Facebook Marketplace for very little money. Like, just, to figure out how to get a product that I'm like, this is what I was picturing. Put them on that bike, loved it. At that same time, I'd actually just sold a good friend of mine the exact same Dyna, red, lowrider, pretty, and he wanted the set. So I think I had another set laying around at the same time. So I had 2 sets done, and I ended up selling those, and it just kind of slowly snowballed over time. And now, like, driving here, Steve, Till Death, texts me. He's like, hey, I got a set of wheels. And I'm like, cool. I'm selling you now.
Oh,
like,
wow.
And it's, I've got a few guys like that I buy from, wherever they're at, have them shipped in. Obviously I live on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Looking constantly, and it's just, and I hate it because like it
sucks up your life.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does.
And people like, it drives me nuts, and I try to be like, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I am. I try to like go out of my way to help people. And I get people constantly that like message me randomly. Never talk to this guy, never anything. It's like, hey, I want to get some wheels done. Like, who do you think I should send it to? And I'm like, that's like going to a Chick-fil-A drive-thru and being like, hey, if I wanted a good chicken sandwich, like where should I go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, right here, dude.
Yeah.
This is like, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, just send them here. Don't worry about it. Like, like if you're going to support.
100%.
But don't like there's no people. I understand like for the amount of money that I sell the wheels for, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I mean, these days buying them, they're expensive.
They are.
You know what I mean? And then chrome is expensive.
Dude, good chrome is expensive.
It really is. And then not to mention all of the in-between stuff.
The time.
Yeah. And I'm like, so like there is no, I can't give you a cheap way to get your wheels chrome for $300.
No.
I'm sorry. I wish I could. But I can't.
Yeah.
Like, have them powder coated chrome.
Yeah.
That looks really good from 300 feet away at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
downhill.
Yeah. But like, cause they're chrome wheels. You don't need them.
Yeah.
Like you want you want to roll up and be
different.
Baller Billy.
Yeah.
And Baller Billy's got to spend money.
Dude, yeah, you can't build these bikes on budgets. They don't.
No,
Amazon don't sell sweet chrome wheels for fucking $200.
No,
CNC Nice ain't got you.
No,
yeah.
And so it's just, I'm very fortunate, like, because I have found a few different ways to like. Obviously, I make money, on the chrome stuff, and
as you should though. I mean, you're not doing this to not make money.
No, but I will say that I still sell the wheels for the exact same price that I was selling them for 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And chrome has gone up every few months. It goes up. Like chrome's expensive.
Yeah.
And EPA is shutting more places down. If you guys had $5 million, you could not open up a chrome shop today.
No, especially, I mean, they're way in California.
No.
They will never. The chrome shops that are still here in California, as they close, will never be here again.
No. So it's constantly going up.
Yep.
And
didn't Long Beach close?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was there for what? Since the 40s or something crazy.
Yeah.
It was there for fucking ever.
They'll have to dig 50 feet of that foundation out to get all of that toxic out.
Yeah.
Which I understand. Like it's, it's a thing.
Yeah.
But
it's also a problem though. I get the fact of the toxicness and things like that, but it's not just about that to me. As California keeps doing this democratic thing or whatever you want to call it, it's getting rid of manufacturing in California. That's jobs.
100%.
You know what I mean? Manufacturing is to me more than an Amazon warehouse. You know what I mean? Like it's a skill set. It's a lot of different things, and they're getting rid of these places. They're putting either low income housing or Section 8 housing or an Amazon warehouse. It's like that's all California is going to be then.
Yeah.
Besides in the mountains where the beach hillsides where all they look down upon us, all of us peasants,
Yeah. And it's not like, okay, yeah, you're shutting these chrome shops down, so nobody's going to have chrome anymore. Like we're still going to get it. We're just not going to be supporting us.
Now we got to go to Mexico.
Exactly. So it's like the
it's
money's still being spent.
Oh yeah.
We're just not, you don't get to keep any of it.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous.
You're losing it out on all of it. And they don't see it that way though.
No.
I mean, I just think about, I've been in California my whole entire life. I grew up in the high desert and, coming down to like Ontario or Orange County a little bit, as a younger kid, you go down the 15 freeway from the Cajon Pass, it was all farmland. You know what I mean? And now none of that farmland exists.
No.
It may be open land still right now, but like
not for long.
Yeah, it's all being developed into houses and stuff, or warehouses. But it's like there's like if you really start looking around in Southern California, in the farmland is really kind of gone.
Yeah.
And it says a lot about everything else. Like, oh, eggs are so fucking expensive. Well, yeah, meat's so expensive. Well,
yeah,
you guys got rid of all of our suppliers.
Yeah, the closest cow is 300 miles away.
Yeah, dude. Like, You know,
or it's 3 feet from me.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, even look at the Norco Dairy Farm. I mean, that place, and even after they closed, I don't know when that place closed because I've only ever been there when it's already been like desolate. But that place was so rad to like do photo shoots at and shit like that. And they fucking bulldoze the whole place now. Yeah. You know, it's but yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess also at the same time, people in California don't want those jobs.
No.
Well, you know, it's funny that you mentioned the Amazon thing because as random as this fucking sounds, I had a coworker tell me a random fucking nugget of information. She said, she was like, "Oh, some of the Amazon warehouses, they're run by machines now."
Oh yeah.
And so she was like, so if you drive by the warehouse, it looks completely dark. It's because the machines don't need light.
They don't. Yeah, they don't.
So like it's dark and stuff like that. And I started thinking, I was like, oh well, shit. Here's the beginning of the end. Everybody wanted, you know, Amazon. Oh, Amazon's gonna get all these jobs. But then, and I'm not hating on people who are, because I'm always seeing videos of them, Amazon workers, you know, not rioting. What is it called? Like when it's not protesting, but they're holding out.
Oh yeah.
You know, because they should be getting paid more money for doing their stuff.
On strike.
Yeah, strike. There you go.
Yeah.
They're always going on strike, you know, wanting more money. And then Amazon's so fucking greedy. No, I'm going to put in machines. It's just like you see these self-driving cars now. There's no drivers because Uber doesn't want to pay benefits and stuff like that. So, and it's just like they've been testing out drones for delivery for like Walmart and all these places, whatever, like drones flying out and just dropping off your package. For Amazon, I think it is too. Like it's they're starting to cut out the middleman, and unfortunately, we are the middlemen.
But then, like, what are we supposed to do for money?
Yeah.
I mean, like, realistically, like, they could essentially get rid of so many people's jobs. I mean, last time we were in here, you were telling me a story about somebody outside of your company who said something about something and ended up multiple people lost their job because of it, because they realized they didn't need that position anymore. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And this is like the same concept. You know what I mean? Like we put one robot in to see how it can, you know, put packages in a van. Oh, it did fine. Here's 40 robots. I've had to deal with Amazon customer service lately. On the back end side of Amazon, it is not in this country at fucking all. You can barely understand the fucking people. And it's not that they're not speaking good English, but in that culture, they speak so fucking fast.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, whoa, you know, I can hear that you're speaking English. My brain is registering every third word though. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're just like, you know, like, and I'm like, fuck, man, slow the fuck down. Like, I don't have no clue what you said, but it was not a good experience. They were nice and kind and all that fun stuff, but it was like, no shit, I'm having an issue with the back end of our shit, and they're just reading from a script. Mm-hmm. And there's no real like development, like people. I'm like, well, I want to talk to your manager. I've been dealing with this for a month now. You know, there's no manager here to talk to. I'm like, well, isn't that against the law? Like, don't you always have, what if this person's on the phone sexually harassing me or something weird? You know what I mean? Like,
what that peepee do?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And it's like, don't you always have to have a manager to talk to? Oh, they will have to contact you by email.
Yeah.
I'm like, Amazon, I think, are you fucking up?
Yeah. Well, and I think it's more driven to make me happy, not you happy.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, as an end user, like
yes. They don't care about us, the middle people. Yeah. But yeah, it was, and it ended up, you know, we got everything fixed, but I mean, literally it was like a month-long process of, then it went to the email, and then this person on emails tell me to do this, and I've already done that. I did that when I was on the phone with you guys. Why am I going to do it on the email? Like, are you not looking at the logs? Or are you just going, this issue, oh, it says this, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it would go to the next person. They're telling me to do the same fucking thing the person before them told me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? You know, but I am curious. I mean, I don't get it at the same time because, like, did nobody watch fucking Terminator?
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Dude, is this not, like, no joke, is this not what's happening right now?
Yeah.
So there was a story that came out, so I was going to say like it was a week ago. I don't know how long ago this happened, but somebody made an AI program, and then I guess they asked the AI program to terminate itself, and then when it was told that, it tried to recreate itself on another program so it wouldn't die.
Redundancy, yeah. Yeah.
So it tried to clone itself.
Yeah, dude, we're fucked.
So fucked. Because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I can't even use ChatGPT.
Well, you know,
Like,
did you see that flyer for the group ride? So I'm doing a group ride August 2nd.
Okay.
I made that flyer in ChatGPT.
I hear a lot about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude,
I don't really know how to use it. I'm not saying I literally just go, I uploaded a picture from one of our other group rides. I said, make a comic book style flyer or image out of this with Mount Rushmore in the background, but I want Mount Rushmore to be like skull heads, you know, and make it say this. And 5 minutes later, I had a flyer.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, oh, this will be handy for me because I'm not a graphic designer. I don't really know how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this will make some cool shit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's almost at the same time, like, are we missing the window? I look at like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, I was buying Bitcoin in 2016 to illegally purchase UFC fights on a cracked Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Right? You know, because to get them for like $10, whatever that fucking company was selling them for, they wanted you to pay in Bitcoin.
Of course.
And you know, at that time, maybe a Bitcoin was $25,000. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now a Bitcoin's $120,000. You know, I have $500 in Bitcoin just because of the leftover
change
0.0000023 Bitcoins of those transactions that I made. You know what I mean? I've never actually invested in Bitcoin. You know, it's like, and I think about it like, I've always been kind of a little bit of a technology person, and I've tried to kind of push it aside more. But it's like, am I missing the window here?
Yeah.
You know, like, should we be, you know, spending time at night learning AI more? Like because it's open. There's a ton of open courses, you know, for free by the developers of all this AI shit. You know what I mean? And you could literally, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point they can run your Instagram, and I'm sure they can run, you know, Speed Kings. You can do everything with it. It's insane.
I work with Countertops, my regular day job, right? And we had somebody come to me with a design for outdoor barbecue, and they had this like wild backsplash, like just, I mean, it's not crazy, but it was one of the crazier things I've ever seen while working here. And you know, I was asking her, there's no real dimensions on it, so she was kind of asking us to do the dimensions, the actual dimensions, stuff like that. But this is what she wanted or whatever. But the Countertops had dimensions, this and that, whatever. So I asked her, and I was like, how did you come up with this? Like, you know what I mean? And she was like, oh, well, I asked ChatGPT to design my outdoor barbecue, and this is what it gave me. So she was like, I was hoping you guys can fine tune it. And I was like, and it was detailed, like it was insane. I was just like, ChatGPT did this for you? And I talked to my daughter, and you know, she recently broke her hand, and
ChatGPT fixed it for her.
Yeah. So she asked.
She has an iPhone now.
So she goes. So she's wanting to get surgery. She wants this thing to heal quick, because she wants to continue with cheer and just not have a cast.
Is that bad? She needs surgery?
Yeah.
Oof.
So she was asking. Well, that's the thing. No, they're trying to say, no, you don't need surgery. Just let it grow. And so she's like, no, I want surgery. I want the stuff in there to help it. You know. And so she was just like, how long is this even going to be? So let me ask ChatGPT how long surgery is. And well, ChatGPT, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, ChatGPT is going to make us lazy, dude.
Oh 100%.
It's
Which is already
lazy.
a huge issue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's been an issue for kids' academics for a couple of years now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're having to do their homework and shit.
Yeah, everything's on computers and shit like that now.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I mean, but now, I mean, of course, they had to develop software to, you know, check out to see if these kids are using ChatGPT to write this essay or whatever. You know what I mean? I remember I had a guy email in complaining about something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, he was mad because we at that time processed all payments via PayPal. And he's like, I don't want to buy from you guys because you guys only use PayPal, and it you know, the fees and this. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because the fees are all on my side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so this is just weird. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't buy, you know, like. And I asked him something because I if you want to get snarky with me, I'm cool with getting snarky back. Like we can, you know, and I'm just like, what, you know, boom, boom. What are you talking about? And I get this response really quick. And it's like kind of like a drawn out response. And I'm like, this is a chat. And this is me like early days of like, I don't do a lot of ChatGPT stuff, but really early days of me playing with it already, you know? And I was like, this sounds like ChatGPT said this, you know? And I took what I emailed him, I put it in ChatGPT, and sure as shit, it said the same exact fucking thing. Oh. And I was like, according to your ChatGPT response, you know what I mean? I'm like, this motherfucker is trying to get salty with me using fucking ChatGPT. Yeah. You know? And it was just like the
disrespect.
Weird. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
come up with your own words, bud.
Yeah, if you're gonna disrespect somebody, disrespect them with your own brain, dude. You know, like I'm not gonna have ChatGPT fight my fight.
Yeah, misspell some words. Yeah, let it be real. Yeah,
it was, you know, like, and he like just copy and paste it, like it had a header and like, you know, this stuff. I'm like,
I've seen some stuff where I'm just like, I know you don't even know what that word means.
Yeah,
dude, so get the fuck out of here.
I say words out loud. I don't know what they fucking mean. Yeah, man. Just sounds good at the moment.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think. I'm not for it for sure. I think we're heading in a really weird world, but we've been heading in this direction for ever since we've all been alive. You know what I mean? But it's almost, again, like I think we might be missing the window by trying to push it aside.
Everything, yeah.
Well, for us, I mean, like there's money to be made there. There's 100% money to be made with this AI stuff, utilizing these programs, utilizing Grok, utilizing ChatGPT. I mean, that's what we all kind of do. We all hustle.
Yeah.
Right. We're just so used to hustling these physically and like, you know, having this skill set, you know, that we can work on this and break our backs and stuff. But it's like, are we missing the window to not have to break our backs for the money?
Yeah.
You know, like
100%. This is something I've been not battling, but I've been thinking about in my head because we're in a different era.
Huge different era. Huge.
Where we have kids now. You know what I mean? And things are different now. When we were kids, we had Atari and Nintendo. That was the extent of being considered an iPad kid or whatever. Mm-hmm. And
digital age.
Yeah. So now
playing video games on MS-DOS.
It's Number Munchers, yep. Oregon Trail, that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like I wish I had a fucking computer like that when I was a kid. Yeah. But now we're in a different era. My son's 4, and I don't know.
Never heard a modem fucking call in.
Yeah,
to sign on to AOL.
But my kid's 4 now, and he's way smarter than I was.
Oh yeah,
when I was 4, and
he's probably smarter than you now.
Yeah, dude. So,
and I don't mean it disrespectful.
He doesn't call me Dad now. He calls me Darth Vader. So let's calm it down. He'll be like, Dad. I mean Darth Vader. I'm like, what? It's really weird, bro. But
you should fucking go get the helmet and the whole outfit. They already got Halloween shit out.
Yeah,
you should go get it and just go and get the whole soundtrack and just walk in his room, dude.
So
the shortest no-neck Darth Vader ever.
So he's on the iPad. Not like if you want to play with him, he'll play. He'll put down whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
He'll go outside and play with you. Like he'll wrestle with you. He'll do all that stuff like that. But when he was a baby, when he was younger, Miss Rachel on YouTube helped him like start talking, like figure out words. Like he was starting to sing songs that she was singing and stuff like that. So it helps. And then now my kid can maneuver through an iPad. He knows how to switch TV inputs. And like he knows how to go on Twitch, and because he will play video. He's 4. He's been playing video games since he was 3. He will play, and I will stream it when he gets on. I'll play video games with him, and I'll stream it, and then he'll go back and watch videos of us. Like he knows how to go into Twitch and look me up, and then look up his videos of us playing.
Talk shit to you and shit.
But like he gets a kick out of it. But he's starting to understand, and I'm like, I think I want him to have a better understanding of how to maneuver and be like. I consider you pretty tech savvy.
Yeah.
Would you say so?
Yes.
Yeah. So I want him to be tech savvy, but also be able to use his hands, and I want him to have different avenues to go down. But I don't want him to be behind the bar because I feel we're coming into like it's a technology.
It is.
Era.
It is 100%.
And I want him to understand that. Where I see parents, like, I don't want my kid to touch an iPad, which I totally get. Until they're like 5 or whatever, I don't want my kid to be behind.
It's a double-edged sword for sure on the same sense, you know, because I've seen like my son video games nonstop. I've seen the way changed him essentially, or the way his demeanor was on that stuff. And even now, and my son's in the military now, so of course that stuff's is pushed aside. Not that he doesn't play, he still does, you know what I mean? But that brought him out of what it did to him also. And this could be any 15, 16-year-old guy. So I could just be blaming that, right? I don't know exactly, but it was had to do anything but that, the fucking, emo fucking, you know what I mean? The antisocialness, like all these things. And I account it to that, you know what I mean? And again, I could be completely wrong, but then went through boot camp, 19 years old, 18 years old, whenever he went through boot camp, came out of boot camp, totally different fucking person, hadn't touched a video game in fucking months, you know what I mean? And also that life lesson of boot camp, he gained confidence in himself, and he was 3 inches taller because he stood up straight now, you know what I mean? Like all these things, and I just saw, and ever since then, he's just been flourishing, and I do account some of that to video games, you know what I mean? But again, I don't think necessarily they're bad. I account it to, I guess, the monitoring. Like we as parents, and it's weird, right? Because I grew up as a video game person. I don't have video games in my life now because that's all I'll do.
Yeah.
I love them. They're the funniest things in the world. I mean, the dopamine fucking you get from that shit is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I love killing motherfuckers on Call of Duty. And I played World of Warcraft, which is like one of the nerdier games you can fucking play. You know what I mean? And I was in it, dude. I fucking loved it. That's like all you'd think about, all you wanted to do after work, all you'd play every Friday, Saturday night. You're playing till 5, 6 in the morning, fucking sleeping for an hour and playing again. You know what I mean? Like, it was bad. And I was like, this is not right. Like I'm full blown, like addicted, so I had to that's why I don't have that shit. I play on my iPad when I get sick. I have an Xbox remote. When I catch a cold or something, I play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and I just go fucking kill prostitutes and shit. I'm like, this is my life now. But
I think with some control, you can, like my son, like he's addicted, but he's not addicted. So like, if at nighttime we'll play, we'll give him a bath and we're like, all right, you can play 2 games or whatever, and I'm like, okay, it's time for bed. Boom, turns it off.
Yeah.
He's not freaking out, but like I want him to have an understanding because, like now I'm 40 something years old, and I'm doing computer stuff now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to understand. I'm like, bro, this probably would have been a lot easier if I was younger.
Yeah.
And I had a better understanding how this stuff works. You know what I mean? And I'm constantly calling Kenny. We have a tech group chat, with one of our other friends, Yeti, and I'm trying to figure out like, why is this? So it's helping me get along. Like we're adding stuff into my computer, and then they explain like, this is what's going to happen. So if you're not getting audio, I've been working on that, and I'm trying to like figure it out. So I can get to a certain point. I'm just like, oh, this is beyond me. I need some help. They'll come in and I'm like, oh, it's a fucking click. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm stuck in my older ways, where I'm not grasping things as easy as I feel like I should. I want my son to be able to have that. But at the same time, also like Abraham, my oldest son, he was into video games. He's the guy who's in his room playing Pokemon and stuff like that. Like this weekend, he pulled down all his video games posters, and he's 14 now.
Oh,
so he's turning a teenager. So
getting ready to hit that puberty stage. Yeah, where like this shit ain't cool anymore.
He's going through it. So like now he's in football now. He's in high school. He's going.
That was about the time I hung like a poster of Pamela Anderson on the wall.
That's what. Yeah,
he's
Jenny McCarthy.
He won't do that yet, but he's like he's got speaking posters. He's got motorcycle posters, stuff in there. But like now he's into football, but now he's using because he doesn't know anything about football.
Yeah.
But there's internet for him, and he's learning about the positions and stuff like that through the internet and stuff like that. So he's using it to help him get along and stuff like that. And he's like really good at football now.
Well, that's like the weird thing for me. I don't use YouTube as a form of entertainment. Mm-hmm. Like where people go on there and they just watch video after video after video. I like anytime I'm on YouTube, I'm trying to learn something.
Yeah.
I use it because I know there's a gazillion how-to videos on and on the topic I'm trying to learn at this moment, there's at least 400. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, whether I'm on like, my CAD program, learning something on the bikes, where learning on the CNC, like everything can be learned on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? And I understand it also has all this entertainment value, but I don't I mean, I will watch some comedy or like Kill Tony or something like that on it, but I don't watch it the other way people watch it. You know what I mean? I never even realized people were doing that till like a year ago.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a learning platform. I know I've been on there before, and just like on certain, like my friend, he just bought a bike, and then he's wanting to change his. He already has bars on there, but he wants to change them out, and I was just like, oh, I'm pretty sure I can go on YouTube and help him out, like, and do this stuff. And there's some stuff where I don't see specifically, and right away in my head I'm like, I can make a video and then just post it up. It could be just like a 5-minute video on how to change a linkage out or something like that. Like something that you think is easy for you might not be easy for somebody else. And then they're like me looking for a video. I'm like, I don't see anything on. I'm seeing everything around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my friend bought a CVO. He bought a brand new Road Glide CVO.
Yep.
And he brought it over. He rode down from San Francisco like 2 weeks after he bought it. He was going to Arizona Bike Week. Put it on my lift, and then we were going to do the oil changes and stuff like that on that because he's been riding the piss out of it. And I was just like, I don't know where the fucking oil plug is on this thing. Go on YouTube. I see older CVOs and stuff like that. Like, and then also, did you know on the new CVOs, it's a plastic. The oil plug is plastic, bro.
Checks out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a plastic little
I think
twist.
the rest of it is too.
It's like a push and twist fucking plug or whatever, bro. It's not the fucking bolt like it was before.
They moved the location?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. I didn't get in there. I told my friend, I was like, you fuck it up. I'm not gonna fuck it up, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Plastic oil drain.
there's no videos on this shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's simple stuff. I'm like, bro, we can do a quick video, just put a tripod up and record myself doing this shit, and then just talk about the tools that I got there.
Fuck, you can do that shit on your phone now. You just record.
Yeah.
You know, you just have somebody follow you around with the phone. I mean, these phones record such a.
Yeah, I don't even use
high
my GoPros for doing it
Yeah.
anymore. I just do my phone for everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, the phone that you have right there is more computing process, like, and more powerful than the computers in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that took up this whole room.
Yeah.
You know, like it's kind of a trip which makes me really think aliens do exist, but how fast technology moved.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have flying hover cars or anything like that, but these computers and shit, like, we're like, boom. You know, I don't know.
100%.
We had to get this technology from somewhere.
Have to. Elon Musk is an alien. Heard it here first.
A legal alien. Legal alien.
Illegal or legal?
Legal.
Yeah.
Legal. Yeah, he's illegal.
Yeah, that dude's mind doesn't stop.
Yeah, that dude, what a
He's the Rain Man of fucking.
I seen a Tesla the other day that said the anti-Elon Tesla Club.
Bro, what the fuck?
It's just
Clearly.
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's just because all this politics shit, you know, it's just this whole world has gone crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Everybody's identified by their political standpoint. They can't be friends with anybody else that doesn't have the same political standpoint. You know, like it is.
Yeah,
I just like motorcycles, man. Like, what the fuck?
I
Just leave me alone.
I took an Uber like a month or two ago, and it was a Tesla.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna change Uber to where you get to pick your political standpoint to ride with a driver with the same political standpoint.
Well, they
probably in San Francisco.
Oh,
they did add a thing where you can pick like girl or guy drivers.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy at the same time.
Yeah, but I think it's for women if women only want to ride with women or whatever.
I get that one, but if they're letting dudes pick that, you know what they're gonna pick.
Yeah.
They're like, can you pick the cup size also?
Yeah, what does she look like?
Yeah. It's like Tinder swiping your Uber driver.
Bro, if I can not get an Asian one, that'd be cool too.
Oh Lord.
Said it, meant it, bro.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they could probably be like, I don't want that guy in my fucking car. Look at this dude.
Oh yeah,
like,
could you imagine if one of us was like signed up as an Uber?
bro, I'm surprised this guy didn't cancel my ride because I tried to get in his car, but it was a Tesla. The handles are not handles, like they pop out somehow. Like,
Oh yeah,
they're flush.
Don't you like put your hand by it or something?
That's what I thought, but I was looking, I was like, how? And he was just like, I forgot what he was telling me. I was on a sick one, and I was just like, it's not working, dude. Like open it for me. He's like, oh, you just got to do something. I was like, it's not. I'm going everywhere on it, and it just wasn't working. He was like, oh, hold on. And then he did something where it allowed me to get in the car. And then, but
he had it set to white person.
He was like, I'm in a white neighborhood, so go ahead and unlock. But like I get in there and it's fucking scary how he was definitely flexing on me, like with his Tesla. And I was just like, dude, I've never been in a Tesla before. He's like, oh yeah, check this out. Like it's self-driving. And we're moving down the freeway and it doesn't have a regular dash panel like how normal cars do.
Yeah, I've been in one once.
It's just got an iPad in the middle of the center console, and that has all. But it's crazy because it's showing you other cars. So like, it's not just like, oh, we detected a car. There's a truck. It has the shape of the truck.
It shows you ghosts, bro.
Yeah, and so we're going, and he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, you don't got to do anything. But then like, he's got to correct it. And I was just like, you should probably put your hands on the steering wheel, bro. And he was like, no, just look at, bro. You just do this, and you just make sure your eyes are there. And I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be a problem, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's self-driving, but it's not. It's self-driving, but you have to correct it. Like,
did you see somebody died in a Tesla Cybertruck because it caught on fire and, disconnected the batteries and the door wouldn't open because the batteries were gone.
Oh no.
Yeah. So like somebody,
That's
I just saw a headline. Behind that dumpster fire, literally.
My Duramax opens no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
No battery, doesn't matter.
It was. I just saw the headline. I don't know if it was true or not, but it was like, I'm like, I understand the hybrids.
Yeah.
For commuters and stuff, and honestly, the new Prius is kind of like, I would get one of those. They're kind of cool if you were commuting.
Baggy it, throw some rims on there.
Yeah, dude. It looks like a little race car.
Small block have them chrome it.
I get that in the fuel consumption point, like with our gas prices so high, you know what I mean? And say if you commuted fucking from the high desert to LA every day or did construction or whatever, I totally understand having a vehicle like that where you didn't need a truck, but I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't, how are you supposed to tow with those things?
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a Cybertruck recently that had like a camper shell on it, like a camping camper shell. Like they make one specifically for it. I looked it up. It was like $150,000 for that camper shell or something stupid like that. And I was like, this dude ain't camping in this fucking thing. It's just a Orange County flex.
Yeah. My wife wanted an electric vehicle, but I was like, I seen how you live and die by the empty fucking thing. I'm like,
always.
Yeah. I'm not letting you run out of fucking electricity on the freeway.
And that's not convenient either.
No.
Unless if you own a home, obviously you can put the charging system in your home. Mm-hmm. So you come home, it's plugged in. But the reality is if you rent, lease, you live in an apartment or whatever, you got to have your vehicle at these charging stations somewhere else. Yeah. That takes time. I know they have I don't know a lot of details about it, but I've learned little pieces. They have like the hyper charger, which charges faster, which costs more money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or they have the regular charger that takes, I don't know, let's just call it an hour to fill your batteries.
So now we're all three in a parking lot for 2 hours just trying to get to Vegas.
I'm not sitting in the fucking hour.
Exactly. It takes us 12 hours to get to Vegas.
That's fucking crazy. I don't get it. It doesn't.
The only thing that is super impressive, I recently bought like an electric bike, like a Sur-Ron type.
Oh, yeah.
The power's
crazy.
Electric stuff is great.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
but
those things move.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Those things move.
It's insane.
I had some they were like a little electric motorcycles. They were called Volcons, and they were kind of like the old Honda Fat Cat. So it had like these cool little inverted frames with big, like the quad style tires, Yeah. But they'd do 35 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd last for, at the top speed like that, they'd last a couple of hours still. Like, yeah. We are going from the campground in Wyoming into Cody, Wyoming to go to the bar on them and shit, and just jumping curbs and, like having fun. But they were super fun, but you run out of battery. Yeah. I was out back here behind my house fucking ripping with the guys that run their 50s. And we were far out and I didn't charge it. And so I think I left with like maybe 50% battery. Well, it gets down to like 15 or something. And then it only goes 5 miles an hour because it tries to get you at least back home. Mm-hmm. So you're just like, but yeah, it's fun and all. I didn't purchase them. I got a weird marketing deal on them. So it was cool. I would never like buy them.
Yeah. I mean, I bought mine, but yeah.
But
I'm not famous like you yet.
Yeah,
So
no.
gotta spend money. It's fine. I get it. Yeah.
I understand why people have like this. I mean, they are fun. I just
I would much rather have a 110.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I can't ride a 110 through your. Well, I could hear. But
Yeah.
You know,
No,
like,
100%.
Yeah.
Around like a suburb type area, people can hear it and they get all fucking pissed off.
Exactly.
At least they can't hear this, but they'll still get pissed off at you.
100%.
A couple of weeks ago, I was backing out of my house, and I live kind of in a hill, like type of neighborhood, and coming down the street, I saw a guy on one of those Sur-Ron electric bikes or whatever, and he had a buddy with a one wheel. Have you seen those two?
Oh yeah.
It's a deck on one fucking wheel.
Yeah.
And they come cruising down the hill, but they were all they had the helmets on, they had the backpacks on.
Yep.
Fully kitted out, and I was like, well, these guys look like they're up to no good. Like, I've never seen them before, and I'm not one of those guys that's just like, where do you live? And you know what I mean? But I was just like, I'm watching you. I was like, you look real fucking suspect, whatever. So they made eye contact with me, and they're like, let's get out of here. So I live in a cul-de-sac, and so they looked down, and they were kind of like going towards me, but they were like, they seen me, they stopped, and they're like, no, we're gonna head out. So they head out towards the main street, and it's not like they were lost. Like, if you were looking around, you know what I mean? Like, at first I thought like, oh, they're looking for a house, but I was like, oh, they're probably looking for packages or some shit.
Oh yeah.
So, but I was like, no, maybe they're just out cruising or whatever. But then they took off, and I'm thinking, all right, so they're kind of moving, and I'm going, 15, 20, through my street, whatever. But I get out to the main street, and right there it's like 45, 50, and like I'm on a hill, so it goes down, and I pull out, and I'm like, how the fuck did they get down there so fast? So I kind of speeding up to see how fast they're going. It's going faster than 45.
Yeah.
And they're fucking moving, bro. I mean, just fucking didn't even stop at the intersection.
Are you talking the one wheel with the skateboard where they're like on that, or the one wheel where the wheel's in the center like
it's in the center. So
yeah, there's a dude that runs around Riverside like that too.
Yeah, and this dude just bombing the fucking hill, hits the intersection, carves out, and starts just splitting through all the traffic. And I was like, oh, they're in the neighborhood trying to do some dirt.
Yeah, they're ninjas.
Because you don't just dip out like that unless they think they got caught. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, bro, but that fucking bike was moving. I seen another one right down the street from my house. It was poor kid. He fucking was a car SUV. It was like a Sequoia or something like that. Was pulling out, and I saw the fucking front of that bike stuck. I think the front wheel wedged under the bumper or something. I couldn't see how it was, but it was just standing straight up
with his fucking ankles attached.
No, he was like,
oh, he was
gone. He was well past the fucking car. He went right over the fucking the top of that car or whatever. I couldn't see if it was, I was assuming it was a kid because I went down like half a mile down the street to the 7-Eleven, and I saw two kids on bikes. They were kind of like peeking like around the corner, trying to look down the street and see what was going on. I was like, bro, your boy is smoked down there. Like, but they were hiding, but like, those fucking things move.
Bro. All that shit's like crazy dangerous too because you can't hear it.
No, that's the scariest. I mean, I've been on mine before, and I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have any idea I'm here.
No, nothing. And what does your Sur-Ron do?
Oh, it's fast.
Yeah. Like
it's 60.
50, oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it fucking moves.
That's
bro.
almost too fast.
Yeah, and I mean, wheelie, all of it.
I mean, at least you're a grown ass man, right? But a lot of kids have these.
That's the problem.
You know,
100%.
Like, I mean, I know, like, we always talk, when me and my wife met, we would always ride beach cruisers down in Huntington Beach and stuff, and it's like, we haven't done it in like a long time now. And I'm like, oh, we should go do that now. But everybody's down there on electric bicycles now.
Yeah.
So the boardwalk, they're probably doing like 35 down the boardwalk, just clipping people.
I think they started to like outlaw to where you can't have the electric bikes on there.
Oh, yeah, they have to.
Doing it,
They have to at one point, you know, because it's too fast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, trust me. Look at me. I don't want to pedal.
No, that's me. I've always, if you see me pedaling something, run.
Yeah.
There's something huge chasing me. Like it was a last resort. Like,
yeah. It's I don't know, man. It's a trip. It's fun. Those things are fun. I mean, it's an enjoyment thing. It's but it is weird too.
I can't wait for the comments to come out on this when it's posted. You fucking nerds! What happened to fucking real chopper shit and blah blah blah. That's been the fun comments we'll see on this shit.
Like we got a comment recently because we don't like the smell of cigarettes or something.
Oh yeah, bro.
Some hardcore bikers.
Big motorcycle podcast.
Yeah.
Hardcore again or something. I was like,
yeah. I just it's not that I don't like. I smoked for so long in my life that I miss it.
Yeah.
And it does stink. I don't give a fuck. It does stink.
Oh yeah.
But when you smoke, you don't smell it. Like
it's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I do miss smoking.
I'm sorry, I don't want to come home and hug my kids and smell like cigarettes and shit.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
Wiping shit on me, Dad.
Motherfuckers, bro.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, we can actually talk about motorcycles for a little bit instead of all the bullshit we've been talking about. But,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Like, what got you, I guess, going on your program right now? I mean, you do the wheels, you do the chroming, you do the wheel raffles, you do the bike raffles now. You know what I mean? Like, what got you there? You know, I mean, what was the idea behind that?
So probably too much information, but so I actually I came to California to get sober, and I slept on a couch for a little bit, and then I was renting a room, and every morning I would get up and take a bath because it was like the only, it's not my house, and this is like the only free time where I could just, wake up. And so of course Facebook Marketplace, and this is 2019.
Oh damn.
So I'm from Arkansas, so I was always looking at Arkansas, Facebook just for fun. And at that time, Dynas are in their prime, hot. And I'm like, man, these are so much cheaper back home.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I could just get those and bring them here, like that could be something. And so my dad owned a bike shop for years growing up. And I grew up at the bike shop, like summers, Christmas vacation, all that stuff. I was there. So he still obviously has he's got an FXR. He's still doing some bike stuff.
Yep.
So I talked to him and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about like if I can buy some bikes there and get them out here. And like, I think it could be a thing. And I was like, do you want to like get in on this with me?
Yeah.
He's like, no. And I was like, all right, cool. Damn.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. And I was like, well, if I find them, will you go, I'll pay you. Like, will you go get them? And he's like, sure. So I took every dollar like that I had to my name. Like I had some money in some stocks, not much, like everything I had, rented a truck. I think I rented a trailer the first time too, drove all the way back. I'd bought some bikes. They were at my dad's house, put them all on a trailer and brought them out here, and it just worked. And then my dad was like, actually, I think this is a good idea. I'm like, let's do this. So that became
probably just want to see if you were actually going to do it, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So that became the thing. So I would buy 4 or 5 Dynas in Arkansas and drive back, pick them all up, put them on a trailer. It got to where I would just buy a new trailer every time, bring it out here, and then sell the trailer, sell the bikes. And then I think 2020, I think we did 6 loads. So every other month, 5 bikes a piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was great.
Now, you weren't raffling all those, so you were selling some, raffling some, or
no? It was at that point. It was all. I hate raffles.
Yeah.
do. If I never had to raffle another bike, I'd be.
So it was just all sales at that point.
Yeah,
that was because it was big money those days, though.
Yeah, and I mean,
money was moving like crazy.
Yeah, and I at that time I didn't even have I had my FXR and my tools in a storage unit, and then next to it I had another storage unit that we would rent when the bikes came back, fill it full of bikes. And originally we didn't even do anything. Like I would just detail them and they would sell.
Yeah.
Because what you would see out here, you would see, all the T-bars and the fairings and everything. And Dynas in Arkansas at the time were what you would buy your wife to ride.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit bigger.
Forward controls. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Which
was great because they were all cherry, no miles, stock. Yeah. Which is what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want a bike that's been thrashed on by some 20-something-year-old kid.
Oh yeah.
And it slowly started turning into like, okay, well, I'm going to put some bars and a fairing on it, and then I'm going to do this, and then it just kind of slowly progressed into I've done a few, like that white bike that I just finished. I mean, that was frame up. I did another FXR before that, same thing, basically from the frame up, which is really what I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like that's my kind of my therapy, is just being able to be in the garage and kind of picture something and put it together.
Yeah.
That's, and then for someone like when I sold the white bike, random guy Friday night sends me a DM, hey, I'm looking for an FXR. Like, do you know of a good one for sale? And I was like, I just finished this white bike, put a couple 100 miles on it. Like, if you want it, this. And Saturday shows up, and dude loves it.
Yeah.
Like he's got a 2019. He's like, I'm selling it. I love this thing. Like this is it. And I'm like, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Like if I could just do that over and over, like I don't like dealing with a lot of people. I don't like when you start doing a bike raffle, it's so much work.
It is.
It's a nightmare.
It is.
And I mean, I don't care how many times you say something, people still don't read it. Like it's just a nightmare.
People don't read.
Hate it.
They don't. They don't.
No.
They want you to. They want you to read their mind and know what information they want. They want you to give it to them before they ask it.
And it's turned into, like it's just gambling at this point.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, because it's like cool, I can win this bike for $100 and sell it for this amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it's kind of. I feel like it's brought a lot of that into the crowd, where it's like, yeah, this is just like I don't want to say get rich quick scheme, but like it kind of, you know,
a little bit. I mean, yeah, if you can win a bike for $100 raffle ticket, and even if you essentially undercut the pricing of that bike, I mean, you could fucking get away with selling it for $10,000. You just fucking killed it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? But the problem is that I think we're having though is also, I mean, there's just money's not moving around in this industry.
No,
it may be for a couple people or a couple brands or whatever it is, but I mean, the faucet turned off.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you still got the guys like, all the big names,
Yep.
Thrashing and those guys that are, just killing it. But for the smaller guys, it's hard.
It is. It's crazy. It's crazy how, it went, so, and it was quick.
Yeah.
Super
it was very
quick.
immediate.
Yeah. I mean, we've all seen some people disappear, some companies that, we're crushing disappear, and I think we're going to see more.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely not done yet.
No. And, but it's scary. It's sad.
It is.
But it's like, and I guess that's why you went from full sales to the raffles now, is because the money's just not.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it's still like, I see a lot of raffles where it's like everybody knows how to use their calculator.
Yeah.
So everybody sees a raffle and they easily go, this times this is what the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll say I get 10 sets of wheels back from Chrome at one time.
Yep.
I sell them for the same amount of money that I do the raffles for. Only difference is I'm including the shipping on the raffling.
Yeah.
And I'll sell 2 sets and I'll raffle 3 sets, and then I'll sell 2 sets and raffle 3 sets. So, I mean, they still are selling.
Yeah.
But 6 months ago, they were all selling immediately.
Yeah.
Like I would have 6 sets and I wouldn't even raffle any.
Yeah.
They'd all be sold.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely slowing down some.
Yeah. And what are you seeing on the bikes? I mean, how's that going? It seems to be going okay for you
Yeah.
on the raffle on the bikes?
Yeah. I mean, the last 2, I mean, that convertible that I did, it sold before it was finished. The white bike, I mean, it was finished for a couple weeks, sold. I've got another one that's almost done now. Hopefully, same thing.
Yeah. I mean, and then when you're, I mean, when you're, I don't know what kind of prices you're doing on these bikes. That's almost too much to ask for that actual answer. But do you feel like you're actually making a profit on these bikes though by doing all the work you're doing? Or are you basically just maybe profiting on the parts and your labor's out the door?
If I was to add up labor, I'd probably cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's the problem too, right? I mean, nobody's going to sit there and buy a frame-up built FXR for $60,000.
No.
You know what I mean? No matter what's in it.
No.
Like, that bike can massage your balls while you're riding. They're not going to buy it.
No.
So it's hard to, like, look at the bike like that. And it sucks because at one point in motorcycles, and probably, it's been 20 years, people were actually making money for their labor.
Oh yeah.
You could finish a bike and make money on on the parts and the labor that you put into it, and it was a good deal. But now it's so convoluted, or I don't even know if that's the right word to say for it, but you're lucky to make the money on the parts. Yeah. Even again, a brand new bike that you just finished, rolled off the lift, this is now for sale. Here's what I've spent. And any person on any app or anything is going to see your number and be like, all right, I'll give you $5,000 less than that.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're like, cool. So I just spent $15,000 to make negative $5,000. Like it sucks, but it's like, where does motorcycles go from here? Like I have a friend that's been doing this for a very fucking long time, since the 90s. or early 2000s. You know what I mean? He's had he worked for a company I worked for. He's had his own shop for fucking ever. And we talk about the scene all the time and like how the money's changed and all this stuff. And it's like, what are we supposed to do here anymore?
Yeah.
Like people don't. I don't know if they don't care, but they don't necessarily know about quality. So there could be brands out there that people are like, and it's like these terms, and in social media, it's saying the best of the best, best of the best. But I fucking hate that term so much because anybody that says that, I question when they say it on what they're saying it on. It's always a part that I know a lot about, and I'm like, no, that's not the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, what is your knowledge, one, to say this? Because people believe that is a problem. Like, so it's almost like misinformation about a lot of things. But also, like, where are we supposed to go from here? What are we supposed to, as an industry, as a company, as a brand, like anything, as what happens here?
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love riding motorcycles. I love doing things in it. But I mean, is the money? I mean, we're not making money here anymore. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't want to like walk away from it. I love it too much, and I'm, too dumb, and I'm trying some other things right now. But it's like, it just, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird space to be in right now.
Yeah. I have tried to like set up my life the way it is because like, so I'm a plumber.
Yeah.
And that pays everything.
Yeah.
So the bike money is just for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's why.
Well, like you said, it's therapeutic, right? So you're building these bikes. It's your therapy essentially. So, and then, you get to sell it. You're happy. It's not maybe serving you financially, but it's serving you emotionally. Maybe
there's a purpose.
Yeah. But it's like,
but I can also lock my door to my garage and not go in it for a month.
Yeah.
And my life doesn't really change.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little more irritable, but like as far as financial, it's whereas, a lot of these guys, it's their livelihood.
Yep.
And I'm like that, like, I think to try to open a motorcycle shop or anything like that these days, it would be very scary for me.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
and like 2 years ago, it wasn't though.
Yeah.
That's what's weird. That's how quick, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it goes back to the same thing is people want something for not a lot.
No, don't.
Like I want to do this and I want to have this, but like I don't really want to, spend that kind of money. I just
the my homie will do it cheaper mentality.
Yeah, 100%.
And Amazon mentality.
Yeah,
100%. It's really I mean it's really affected this industry in a bad way.
Yeah.
For sure, because it doesn't work that way. Like,
yeah.
And then I also look at like, I try to dissect things all the time mentally and like look at things, and I look at the motorcycle industry and I try to take a big broad picture, and I'm like, what does every like, meth heads, dirtbag single wide uncle have? Harley.
Yeah. 100%.
It is and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's like, it's kind of a poor industry.
Yeah.
There's a handful of dudes that can make it look like there's a lot of money here, but the reality is there isn't a lot of money here.
No, not these days.
No.
I mean, you look back at the 90s.
Oh.
I mean, Arlen Ness used to show up to Sturgis in a helicopter that was painted with triple stacks. Like, just like those days are
long gone.
Way gone.
Yeah.
Way
Those were that was the 100% the heyday.
Yeah.
And I don't see how that'll ever return. Especially with maybe they were, I don't know. But I mean, they weren't fighting. I know they weren't fighting CARB at that time, but you know what I mean? Like they didn't have to fight all these things the reality is the general public, I don't know if they want motorcycles here anymore. You know what I mean? Like look, a lot of the events, Laughlin, gone. Granted, something, I guess you can say horrendous or whatever happened at Laughlin, but now they just lean on that and they got it out of there completely. Like they don't want that there anymore.
No.
I mean, Orange County like doesn't really want Born Free. Trust me, they don't. I hear a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, that's why it's in a canyon that you can't find.
Yep.
And it's 3,000 degrees. And
and they still complain.
Summer. Yeah.
They still complain. They make it difficult for it to happen every fucking year. You know what I mean? And it's funny too to like see those locations, and I don't think they realize how much money Born Free brings to the area.
Yeah.
How many people come from out of town? How many people come from different countries? How many people are coming there spending money at restaurant A, bar B, you know what I mean? Lodging, like do. You know, I mean, you should invite these things that brings 10,000 people here.
Yeah.
You know, you should embrace it. You should want it. And it is weird. I think we're in a really weird culture shift across the board. I only necessarily know motorcycles, but I'm sure, you know, a car industry, hot rod industry is seeing the same thing. Obviously, we know drag strips are fucking shutting down left and right, you know, or at least pretty much all of them in California that aren't on like in the middle of the desert or on an Indian reservation somewhere are gone, you know?
Yeah.
It's, they don't want it here anymore. You know, it's, I don't know, change of guard, we could call it. We could call it
fucking squares.
Yeah, it's this goes back to, I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same concept to me as like the farmland we talked about. You get all this stuff out of here. I mean, what is left?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Teslas.
Yeah, you're gonna tear down this drag strip or this racetrack or whatever like that's been here, you know, since the 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever it's been here, and you're gonna put up what, you know, housing, Amazon fulfillment center, and what's the culture left here? You know what I mean? What is the, and then you get mad at people drag racing down the street. Well, you took away where we had to do it legally.
Yeah.
What do you expect us to do now?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to happen one way or another because, like, you know, racing ain't never going away.
No.
You're never going to stop that. You know, even if, I mean, dudes were racing Teslas the day those things came out. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, they are fast. You know, like, I don't know. It's weird to dissect, like, all the different genres and scenes and, like, think about what happens next here.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to get a lot uglier.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, sadly.
I've been saying that, and I think that's why we've been not leaning on this, but like, you know, like, I mean, I think looking at the motorcycle scene from inside and outside, right? I always try to move myself around and seeing things. I mean, the people that are doing well are the people that are providing entertainment.
Yeah.
Thrash and Supply. Fucking crushing it, you know, on the entertainment value side of things, you know, with their, you know, vlogs and the things that they do. Crucy, crushing it, you know, with his vlogs and the things that they're doing, you know what I mean? And granted, you see a long list of people trying to follow in that same footpath. You know, a lot of people have changed their format, changed what they're doing to say, oh, well, look what they're doing, we need to do that. And that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? But, you know, I think the people that are essentially, people may not have money right now because it's a weird, I don't know, is it the political climate? Is it, you know, is it inflation? What is it? I don't know. Gas prices seem to be coming down. Finally, I don't know. I just noticed gas prices like around $4.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time, but you know, it's man, people just don't want to spend money though.
No. And it's not just in bikes. Like I said,
No.
I mean, I do plumbing, and I mean,
Yep.
people aren't spending money doing, you know, needless remodels and
Yep.
stuff. I mean, people at this point are just trying to just have a kitchen that works.
Yeah.
They don't care to have brand new countertops and brand new, you know, this and that. So it's
They're like, put some flex tape on it and call it a fucking day.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, did we just watch all the COVID money circulate and disappear?
I mean, it has to.
Yeah, because it had to. I mean, it took years, right? It took years from it to move from A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? I don't know what letter it falls off on finally, but let's just say it gets to, you know, M, N, O, P or something, and then that money finally is dissipated and fallen off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, is that what happened? Like, because, you know, we all saw, which we were all like, I don't know about everybody else, but when COVID hit, like, of course, nobody knew what was going on. Nobody really knew at that first moment. You know what I mean? And, you know, I was like, oh man, I don't know what the business is going to do. We may shut down now. You know, we've been in the business for a couple of years, you know, we may shut down already. And it just skyrocketed. You know what I mean? Everybody's just like, and I quanted to like, well, I guess our customer base is blue collar. They can't stop really blue collar from working very much. They're still working and they're getting free money.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. You know, like
100%.
And then, you know, so we actually, you know, did really well during COVID. Everybody in the motorcycle industry really did, you know what I mean? And other, I guess, blue collar working industries where they would spend their money. And then it's like, just like, yep, nobody's got any more money. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, like it is, and I guess it goes back to, are we missing the window with it?
Well, I think part of it is too, is it's like you said, nobody kind of knew what was going on. And everyone's like, bro, we're getting these Trump bucks, these Biden bucks, these free checks. And they're just like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go.
Yep.
And then nobody anticipated the fallout, you know, all the businesses, and it fucking scared everybody, bro. Like,
well, that, and I think corporate America too used that excuse to fucking prices, just skyrocketed prices, man. I mean, I do look at that kind of stuff too, and you know, the value of properties and vehicles. You know, I had a guy, I was working with Quaid on some like bike reviews and did a bunch of bike reviews on like, the new model bikes, you know. So we have like a brand new Road Glide review, and a guy commented on there and he said, I'll never buy a new Harley or another Harley. You know, I'm 6 Harleys in now and they're just too expensive now. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
A brand new F-250 is like $100,000.
Used to be 60.
Yeah. And before that it was 40, you know, and 30. And like,
And
you know,
that was a lot of money.
yes.
Yeah.
30 is still a lot of fucking money today. You know what I mean? And I understand. I don't necessarily believe these Road Glides should be that much, but how are you, you know, like that? I mean, I have an 04 Excursion. That's what I drive. I'm not trying to buy a brand new fucking truck, but it's like, I can't even understand the situation you're in to go out and be like, yep, I'm gonna go buy a brand new truck right now. I mean, like, why are they so fucking expensive for one? You know, like, how are people, me and my wife were driving yesterday. I'm like, how are people supposed to keep going forward here? You need a truck for work, whatever it is you do. You got to spend $120,000 on a brand new one, you know? I mean, yeah, you can lease one over here. It says a full-size Chevy for $1,100 a month or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you only get to drive 4,000 miles a year or some shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I just don't, the math ain't mathing to me on how people are supposed to move forward, how people are supposed to like get freed up money to spend money.
Yeah.
Right. And if we don't, you know, we're getting rid of fucking manufacturing in our state, at least, you know, or at least down here in Southern California, like a lot of those places are gone, you know, the bigger manufacturing facility. We still have tons of like smaller manufacturing facilities, but still, I think over time, those are eventually going to get pushed out as well. You know,
100%.
maybe it takes 20 years, but you know what I mean? I think over time, they're going to, I don't know. Like they're saying that we got a shit ton of money already from all this tariff stuff, you know, but then again, they've used this tariff thing to hike prices up again, right? So they used COVID to hike prices. When the tariffs started coming into play, my material suppliers were sending out emails saying that material prices are going to go up. And I'm like, well, what are you talking about? I use Kaiser material. It's made in America. I talked to somebody recently because I never really got an answer. They said the ingots that make the aluminum are from Canada. So we have to import essentially the junk pieces. I don't know, you know, I mean, I don't know the process of fucking them, but the ingots, you know, and then we bring it to our factories here and melt it back down and make the extrude the American material. Yeah. So we're getting hit with tariffs from that material. It's like, what are we supposed to do here?
Yeah.
Again, going back to what the fuck are we really supposed to do?
Other than leave California.
But it's, you know, I mean, at that point though, it's countrywide.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I know there is still some cheap places to live in this country, but it's not like it used to be pre-COVID.
No, 100%.
You know, I mean, you still have family in Arkansas, correct?
Yeah.
And what's the prices like there?
Definitely higher than it was with COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Substantially higher.
Yes.
And any opportunity they can get to
Take our
reason
fucking money.
reason with themselves to raise prices. I know I bought my truck during COVID, right? And I was looking and I saw an ad for a truck. Didn't have the mileage on there for a fucking reason. So I went down to the dealership to check it out, and it had like almost 200,000 miles. It was a Silverado. It was like a
that truck out there has 200,000
No.
miles?
No. It was a truck.
Oh.
It was a truck that I went to go look at, and 'cause I was
gotcha,
looking at
gotcha. I was all-
used because I'm thinking
A nice looking truck with that many miles, dude.
it's going to be the range where I want it, because mind you, at the time I had like a $400 truck payment,
Yeah.
but I needed
When you
something.
had the lowrider?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, so let's go look and see if we can score something like that. So I go down there and I check it out, and it had like 170,000 miles on it, and it was like a 2018. This was back in 21.
Gee,
or 22.
They drove the shit out of that truck.
So I was just like, well, fuck. And so I go over there and I was like, what's the deal with this truck? And he opened it up and I was like, dude, look at the miles on this. And I was like, they wanted like 40,000
Oh, yeah.
for this fucking truck. And I was just like, hey, I was like, this costs as much as a brand new truck. And he goes, yeah, but because of COVID and this and that. And I was like, but what does that have to do with with this truck. It's already here. It's already made. I was like, what? He's like, well, it's got a toolbox in the back. And I was like, well, how much
that
to
toolbox was made during COVID?
It's got 4 tires.
Yeah.
It's got
I was
4
like,
wheels.
I was like,
Listen.
well, I don't need the toolbox. Take the toolbox off. Like, you know, and he was just like, yeah, it's just what it is. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was just that the truck had nothing to do with COVID, because during COVID, it was hard because the manufacturers weren't making certain parts. Everything was on back order during COVID. So it was harder for them to make the trucks. Because I went to a Ford dealership, and they were just like, yeah, we only have a couple of trucks here because, you know, they're waiting on parts to make it, you know, because I think at this time they were rolling out the Broncos, and they only had a couple of Broncos coming through because there was a shortage on the chips.
Right? Yeah.
So this and that. And I was just like, well, what does it have to do with the F-150? I was like, why am I so? Because I was like, well, what about to lease? Lease costs almost more than just buying the fucking truck outright. So I ended up on my truck here. It's a 21, but I got it in 22, but it was still brand new. It was the last one that they had. And I guess at this time when I went to the dealership, they didn't have, they stopped, I think, doing V6s. I wanted a V8 because I was like, dude, I got a boat. I think it'd be cooler to pull the boat with a V8 than a 4-cylinder turbo. And he was like, oh, all we have is just this 21. And I was just like, all right, but the fucking price was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because of fucking COVID. But I was like, dude, I need a truck.
Yeah.
So I got fucking, you know, pigeonholed into paying the fucking price on that shit. I'm just like, fuck, bro. Even on my boat. I bought a boat during COVID, and I paid COVID prices on the boat.
Bought everything during COVID.
Yeah.
The worst fucking time. So
Great financial advisor here if anybody needs
yeah.
it.
Yeah, bro. That's the problem and my wife hates it because I do that. If I need something or if I want something, I'm gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
And my wife was, well, how much is it? I was like, I don't know. She was like, what if it costs this much? I was like, well, then I'm gonna pay it because I fucking need it. Like for tires for a fucking bike. I was just like, she was like, well, how much is it? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, you're not gonna ask? I was like, no, because I need the fucking tire. You know what I mean?
Can't ride with no tires.
Yeah.
You know, so when I just sold the boat a couple of weeks ago, just the 4th of July weekend, I knew I wasn't going to get what I paid into it. I bought it during COVID.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
did you lose your ass on that, or did you do all right?
No, I did all right. I mean, it could have been way fucking worse. I didn't get what I put into it for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just how resale goes.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you're not a piece
well, I
of
think
shit.
also, I mean, I think what's happening too is we're seeing prices are coming down again because nobody ain't got no fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So of course it's like I look at gas prices, right? It's like, oh, gas prices are going to come down. Why? Why would gas prices come down? Gas is a business. We as fucking consumers of gasoline are fucking dumb and are willing to spend $6 a gallon on fucking gas and not change the way we do anything. We're like, oh, no, we're not doing the like, well, can't go on vacation anymore. Nope, pay the money, fucking go.
Credit cards.
Yeah. Whatever it is, we're like, nope, well, we're not going to drive anymore. Nope, pay the money, we're fucking driving. Fill the tank. Like, why would gas prices come down? That's bad business.
That's
the way I see it.
how everything is. That's why trucks and cars are still expensive because people need them. And it was just like me. I needed the truck.
We're also trapped in like a fucked up consumerism society, though.
That's it.
That's the biggest thing I see. Like, and I was definitely 100% a part of this, and may still be a little bit a part of the things that I do. But like in my earlier years, it was like all these that keeping up with the Joneses. Like, nope, new car this year. Oh, just roll it over. You know what I mean? And you were just always, you know, oh, my buddy got a new car. I got to go get a new car, kind of. You know, and it wasn't really like that blatant or like that, but you know, it was kind of that mentality is a real mentality.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
And I mean, we can either some of us have been a part of it or some or not, but if you look around, like I know people that always have like new shit, and it's like, how? I don't get that. You know what I mean? No, and that's fine for you. If that's the way you want to. I'm not talking shit. I don't care. I'm happy with the shit I got. You know what I mean? Like. And I'm okay. Like my truck, my Excursion's got 175,000 miles on it. It's diesel. It's fine. Transmission just went out on it. I contemplated just going and buying a cheap truck. You know, like I can go spend $6,000 on a fucking truck. I said, or I guess I can just go spend $6,000 on this transmission.
Yeah.
And just did that. Now I got a brand new transmission in the truck that has a 100,000 mile warranty. You know what I mean? Like, and that truck the motor is going to last for another.
Oh yeah, forever.
200,000 miles. You know what I mean? So in 20 years, I'm not buying a truck.
I think that's part of the reason why the motorcycle industry has kind of been in a funk. I think because so like you said, people aren't spending money, but also they're moving the bar. So you can get a Dyna or a Softail under 20 grand.
Yeah.
You ain't sniffing nothing but a Sportster under 20 grand. Road glides are 30,000.
Yep.
Their bikes aren't a necessity anymore. It was an affordable luxury a few years ago.
It's a commodity.
Yeah.
That was always my fear too.
It's harder to get now. So like I see the STs, they're like 25 grand. I'm just like, who are you marketing to now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted a Road Glide, but now I see the problem. I'm like, bro, I don't want that fucking payment, dude, for 35 grand.
And that's like, I've never been a fan of buying brand new bikes personally. I have been fortunate to buy like 1 or 2 brand new bikes, you know what I mean? But the used bike market, the value drops so fucking much for very little miles. It never made sense to me.
No, it's crazy how fast it loses.
Yeah.
Yep. Like it's immediate.
Like when I got my Road Glide, in 2020. Mine was a 2018. You know what I mean? Like a 2020 may have gone at that time. Who knows? I mean, could have been 30 grand, whatever. I got my Road Glide for in the teens. You know what I mean? Like, and it had 25,000 miles on it. I mean, I'm happy with that. Like 25,000 to me is not a lot of miles, you know. And if you shopped around harder, you probably could have got something with less. But it was just like, you know, it's just that value drops so fucking much.
Yeah, I have a friend that just bought a 20. It's either a 23. I think it's a 23. Might be a 24. Lowrider ST, HPI pipe, seat, bars, thrashing bars, Baja design, turn signals and stuff on there.
All the cool shit.
Yeah, all the fucking bro shit. And it had like 2,000 miles on it for 20 grand.
Dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's and I guess Harley's also made it semi easy to finance these used bikes.
Oh, yeah, they'll finance anybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 32% interest rate, but you know,
nobody looks at that number.
no, I mean, I'm super
It's
guilty.
the
Like,
monthly. Yeah.
I was born with bad credit, so you know, like, I mean, I don't know, dude. You know, it's I swear somebody got a hold of my social security number when I was a kid because my shit's been fucked since get go, you know. But you know, when you want it, you want it. But yeah, I think we're in an adjustment period from COVID right now, and I think the pricing and everything's adjusting, and I think used market's adjusting, all that stuff. I wish I would have listened to some people and kept the cash I had and not spent the cash I had, but it's you know. It's going to be the next 2 years. I think is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's going to
because I think it is going to get rid of a lot of maybe the people that aren't here for the right reason.
I definitely think the money that was moving around brought people here for the wrong reasons. Yeah. For sure. You know what I mean? I have no plans of. I have plans in my life to do what I do no matter what. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I've always said, I'm going to do this whether the money's here or not. You know, maybe I gotta supplement some other way. That's fine.
Yeah.
I will do my best to never have a job in the rest of my life, but hustle in other ways. You know what I mean? But it's I mean, fuck, motorcycles are so fun, dude.
Yeah.
In the last like, I don't know, you know. Last year or so, we went through some bullshit, you know, and I've talked about it before already, so I don't want to dive into that, but I haven't really been riding motorcycles at all. And that's also bad. That's really bad. And so as of recently, my Road King is back on the road. I sold my other bikes and shit, you know, and I have that Misfits FXR and I have my Road King and I have projects, but I put that Road King back on the road. And like this last Monday, I went to Julian for lunch. I'm like, I'm going to go fucking ride motorcycles today. Fuck this. And I went and rode, and it was like, this is what, if you're in the motorcycle industry and you're finding it, like, trust me, there's hard parts of it. Like, the people sometimes suck. I mean, it's just general shit, you know, this sucks, that sucks. The other thing, you know, whatever, make sure you find time to get back on your fucking motorcycle and remember why you're here.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the most important thing about it. And that's why, like, what I'm doing, again, I'm hosting the group ride. I'm doing this other stuff because I'm like, these are all the things we did during COVID, pre-COVID that I feel helped our brand, helped our, us succeed, helped these things that, like, we no longer do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're going. And I enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
That's the whole thing is when you get done with it, you're like, that's what I was missing today.
Yeah. You know, in the last few podcasts, I sit here and I talk shit about bike nights. I don't care for bike nights. Not that I do. What I don't like about bike nights and the people doing the bike nights are doing a fantastic job. It's nothing against any group or any specific, you know, people putting them on or hosting them or any of that. I don't care for what I call like trophy hunting. I don't care. The bike night doesn't need trophies to me, right? That's my opinion only. But like, because to me, like it takes like the bike building portion or bike assembly, whichever one it is, and it just kind of every event that has to have trophies, it just kind of brings it down a notch. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I feel about it. But the events themselves, it gives people something to do. It's part of the community. I'm a big community person, so I do understand it on that side of things. But what I've noticed as of, you know, this year, maybe last year also, it's like we have more bike nights in Southern California than we do have nights. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's on any given weekend there's a fucking bike night. Sometimes multiple bike nights. You know what I mean? And it's like, what is that really? Besides like getting somewhere. Like I want to ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
You know, like
missing.
That's what I've said was missing on multiple episodes now. Like, and so I don't want to be the person that just sits here and talks about shit or talks like and says, yeah, we need more. Well, let's fucking change it than ourselves. You know what I mean? So again, the group ride, we're going to have a meetup in Los Angeles. We're going to have a meetup in San Diego that Lorenzo's going to do. Jam City is doing the meetup in Los Angeles. And then I'm going to do a meetup here in, in the Empire area. And then we're all going to converge all three meetups at the fucking gas station with the flag. And from there, we're going to ride to Julian all together. Like, I mean, it's got the flyer got a lot of traction, actually. I was like, you know, I think it's got something like 27,000 views. Oh, wow. And I'm like, and that's good, but it's got like at least over 300, I call them kites, the sends, to other people or shares or whatever. I'm like, I think we're going to have a fucking fair amount of people.
Yeah.
The last one we did, which was now years ago, we had 120 bikes show up. But then that was when we had the shop still in the city and stuff, you know what I mean? And it was kind of like after COVID. So people were still, but I don't think we're doing enough riding like that.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited to, I guess like I think being a part of the motorcycle industry, it's almost easy to fall out of love with it. Have you felt that experience or that frustration with it sometimes?
Yeah. That's when I lock the garage for a month.
Yeah.
Because then I leave and I come back and then I go for a ride and I'm like, there we go. That's what, because it's so easy to get caught up in, I don't know. I, for some reason, put these deadlines on things.
Yeah.
Where like, I need to hurry up and get this bike done by Saturday for absolutely no reason at all.
Yeah.
And it just, and then I have stress and I'm like, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to do.
Yeah. 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 I think if you're part of this or wanting to be a part of this and you find those things, like get on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because man, it does help me. It reminds me, this is why you ever started doing this.
Yeah. Because
you love doing this part. You know what I mean? And when you do work in a part of this industry, whether it's full-time or part-time, you think it's going to be great. I'm going to fucking ride motorcycles all the fucking time and dirt. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Your bikes get fucking put in trailers. They go to shows. You know what I mean? The trailer queen fucking deal is real, whatever. I mean, even the bikes that I would ride to Sturgis have more miles in a trailer than they did on the road.
Yeah.
Because you're a part of this industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe you don't have enough money to hire somebody to drive your whole show set up to the show and then you get to ride and obviously, there's different people, but it's you don't ride like you think you would.
Yeah. I think the last time I rode with the group was Born Free last year.
Yeah.
I'll get on and ride to breakfast on a Saturday or Sunday morning and ride around here and there. But as far as like a big group, that was the last time.
Yeah. Do you do any kind of like long haul, like long trips?
Not really.
No, never have, or
just never. Yeah.
Not for you?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just never, my dad and all of his friends always talk about riding to Sturgis and stuff like that. And I was like,
So I think everybody should do that once.
Yeah,
at least.
I would love to do that with my dad. Like that'd be it. Like I don't want to go for any other reason, but that's just to do it and say that we did it.
Yeah, I started doing the Sturgis ride. Was the first year was in 21. That's the first year I rode there, and I'd never been before. And me and the kid that worked for me, Dylan, and I just was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it this year. Fuck it. And I just mapped it out myself, and we went. Oh, it's a blast. It's fun as shit. Because and you know, because you're not from California, so you've, I'm sure, spent time riding motorcycles in Arkansas and stuff, which I've heard has amazing riding.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, but the riding gets so good outside of California.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's great. We are very fortunate, realistically. We do have amazing riding in Southern California. Way underrated.
Very much.
Like, there's phenomenal roads out here.
Yeah.
I haven't been on the Carbon Canyon road. I've been through Carbon Canyon years and years. I've never ridden that road before. My buddy Sean, he owns that Carbon Canyon Coffee there, and so I went in there, met Mr. Monchis to fucking do it, you know, and I rode that road, and I was like, this fucking road's really fucking cool.
Yeah,
you know, like it ain't crazy or anything. I mean, it's got a couple really, you know, hard like little switchback turns, but you know, it's not. It's just a fucking cool road.
Oh yeah,
you know, but like you have. I mean, Julian to me has got to be one of the. I don't do like the Neptune's Net thing and stuff like that. I've honestly never been to Neptune's Net still, ever. You know, just not. I don't like to do like what's that word? Quintessential? Is that the right word? Like biker hangout things. You know what I mean? Like, not that I think Julian is also one of those, but the riding to Julian's phenomenal.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
it's good.
I mean, it's a good 3-hour ride.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we did a road actually. We went to Lacey's hometown, Hemet, and there's a road I've never ridden. I was just looking at the map at breakfast before me and Frank went, and on that last Monday, and I was looking at the map, and I was like, I've never hooked it from this road. Like the map was actually showing it's like 15 minutes longer or something. Fuck, the little connecting road to get to like the 79 or 78 or whichever one. I always get them mixed up. It was fucking fun, dude. This crazy windy, like 2-lane fucking situation. Dude, it was so much fun. I never been on that road. Didn't even know it existed to get to there. Yeah. You know, but, you know, tell Lacey thank you for, you know, Hemet, you know.
She wishes she was a place nice.
Well, shit, you know, you got anything you want to tell people? You got give them a place where they can follow you, check out your shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only on Instagram. Yeah,
yep.
SoCal Down and Plug. That's where I try to post as much as I can. You know, I've been trying to do a lot more. It's hard with the plumbing thing, but I try to do a lot more videos of the process, you know, and while I'm doing things and showing what I'm doing, it's tough sometimes. But
it is. It's a full-time gig.
Hopefully, getting away from doing stuff that I'm worried about selling. Going to start doing some choppers here pretty soon. So,
oh yeah. I'm telling you.
I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's something I want a shovel head so bad.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start trying to get into that.
I see that coming. I see that
1,000%.
I mean, we've talked about it. You know, it's, you know, the evolution, or I guess it would be the revolution. No, I don't know. I guess the just the way motorcycles go, it's a wheel.
Yeah, always circles back.
Yeah, always circles back. I'm be curious to see if the big fat tire choppers ever came back.
God, I hope so.
Yeah. No. I still like them personally, just because that's when I got into motorcycles. You know, that's what like hooked me in seeing those bikes. I mean, it was like
all the Ed Hardy shirts.
No, I liked Ed Hardy for a different reason, because I was also into tattooing. And you know, so there was like it was always that Sailor Jerry style like designs and stuff like that. I didn't like the gaudy ones with all the fucking, you know, like the ones you wear with all the sequins and shit. Yeah. You know, like
you bought it for me,
but
you guys both have Rock Revival jeans.
Yeah. But it was you know, there was some like cool prints, I would say, you know, but it was I would be curious if that time would ever like circle around and we're doing fucking, you know, John Deere fucking bikes again, and like, you know, like these weird
tunnels.
Yeah.
We know you're a fireman, so we made you a fire truck.
Yeah. It looks like we use this real fire truck piece of chrome, you know, like it would be funny to see that, but I mentally cannot see that, like we're gonna circle back to that.
Yeah.
Although I see like, there's a couple of guys riding bikes like that. Like Seth Enslow, we were at a deal yesterday. Seth Enslow was there on one like that. Yep. I mean, a couple guys have those in Orange County still that like them, and they're
people trying to resell them like it's still hot shit.
Yeah,
That's a rough market there.
Yeah, I always say I'll give you $2,500.
Yeah,
bro. If I could score one, I would grab one.
Oh yeah,
like for that kind. But they want, bro.
You know what this is?
2005, and I'm just like, dude, why do you want 20 grand for this?
Yeah, I'm putting that motor in my FXR.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yep. Yeah. The motor in my chopper frame, it's a 107 Evo motor. It came out of a Big Dog frame.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
I
was about to say Big Dog.
Yep.
That's what they're good for.
Yeah, they are. But yeah.
Good motors, good trannies.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, fuck. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Awesome.
I hope you had fun.
It was a privilege.
Yeah. All right. On to the next one.
There you go.
Steve sleeps with his underwear on backwards in case somebody breaks in.
Shut up.